In this video I will be looking at the top 10 most expensive soccer stadiums. Emirates Stadium, London, England. This stadium seats just over 60,000 people. That's enough to make it the third largest stadium in England and the 10th most expensive one on this list. The stadium itself cost a whopping $750 million to build and maintain. It's considered home to the Arsenal Football Club. Completed approximately 12 years ago, it features state-of-the-art architecture, 2 fully outfitted commercial kitchens and even various education centers. Allianz Arena, Munich, Germany. This stadium is about the same size as the one listed above. It cost a little over $800 million to construct, and is well known as one of the more expensive venues of its type. If you plan on going to see an event here, you should be prepared to spend quite a bit of money. As is the case with most venues, the exact price will sometimes vary depending on the event, regular season, playoffs, etc. Generally speaking, seats sell for anywhere from $35 to $90 each, with the price being more in some cases. Rogers Centre, Toronto, Ontario. This particular facility cost almost $10 million to build, and will cost you a pretty penny if you plan on spending any time there. Seats are usually about $50 a piece, although there are some cheaper options for certain sections. The concession stand is typically in the $35 to $40 price range. Santiago Bernabéu Stadium, Madrid, Spain. You might have guessed that a facility as pristine as this would be among the most expensive stadiums out there. This one cost almost $10 million to construct. It shouldn't come as any surprise to you that, if you want to find a good seat in the stadium, you're going to spend about $75. Aviva Stadium, Dublin, Ireland. This is one of the most iconic stadiums in existence. It costs more than $1 billion to build it, and it isn't cheap to maintain either. That means fans have to pay more to see top-notch soccer events. Tickets can cost about $80 to $85 even in the nosebleed section. Wembley Stadium, London, England. At a cost of $1.25 billion, the money has to be recouped somehow. It comes in the form of ticket prices that can easily reach $90 a piece, not to mention concession prices that seem to soar into the stratosphere. plan on setting aside somewhere in the neighborhood of $60 for concessions and at least $40 for parking. Corinthians Arena, Sao Paulo, Brazil. It cost almost $1.5 billion just to construct the stadium. Seats go for anywhere from $100 to $150, depending on where you choose to sit. Concessions easily reach at least $50, even for the basics, and it can often be more expensive than that. If you want to park in the area, don't be surprised if you are asked to cough up around $45 in order to do it. Olympic Stadium, Montreal, Quebec. This is another stadium that cost $1.5 billion. The cost for seats and concessions is in line with the Brazilian stadium, discussed in the paragraph above. However, parking can be a nightmare in the area, so if you're not taking some form of public transportation, this can end up costing you a bundle. When it's all said and done, you're likely to spend just slightly more here than you would at Corinthians Arena. Cape Town Stadium, Cape Town, South Africa. This rather futuristic looking stadium cost almost $1.75 billion. When you couple the amount of money it cost to build with the cost of living in the area, you're looking at some of the most expensive stadium prices there are. Cheap seats don't really exist. You're not likely to get out of there for anything less than $170 per seat. The best seats go for more than $250. And the most expensive stadium in the world is Signal Iduna Park, Dortmund, England. It cost more than $2 billion to construct this behemoth. It's also one of the most expensive stadiums to visit. If you want a good seat for a top event at this stadium, you're looking at several $100s. When you add in concessions and transportation, it shouldn't surprise you to know that some people are dropping more than $500 on a single event, and that's just for one seat. Remember to like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell, so you get notified anytime I make a video.